Wagwan, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. So today we'll be making oxtail and we're going to be removing all the fat that's there, but we're not going to remove all the skin because that is what's keeping the meat together. If we remove all of the skin, what's happened is that when it's soft and pressured or boiled for a certain time, it will fall apart and we won't have that nice shape that the oxtail have to present in our plate. So you see all that extra fat, that has to go. Wherever you see all that extra fat, you're going to use your knife, make sure it's sharp, or you're going to use your meat scissors and remove all of that. If you hear my voice a bit tired, I just came back from Jamaica and it was a blast as usual. I had so much fun. It's not nothing exciting or like what you guys want to see, the resorts, not like that. Just a simple trip to spend time with family and friends, and it was well worth it. So let's remove all the fat from the oxtail. Before we get into seasoning our oxtail, you have to make sure you clean your meat properly. I'm using some lime. You can use lemon, you can use vinegar, whichever one you want, or you can use a combination of two of them. Whichever, I'm good with the lime, and I'm not using lime juice. I'm using the actual lime. That work out better for me. Now I'm going to add some water to that and wash my meat entirely. I'm just going to make sure that it's soaked and wash, and once that's done, I'm going to dry it and then get into seasoning it. So I'm just going to blend up some scallion, some onion and sweet pepper and a piece of pepper because I will be using this Spere oxtail seasoning that is so good and it has almost everything in it, so I don't need anything extra. I'm just going to add some all-purpose seasoning and I'm going to add some black pepper, some cayenne pepper, and that will be it. I'm going to blend this up and I'm going to make a portion of it so it can almost cover my oxtail because I will be soaking my oxtail in this overnight. Just put it in the fridge, make sure it's sealed in a container, and you can put it in a Ziploc bag if you want, and put it in the refrigerator, not in the freezer, and let that soak overnight. Make sure you blend it and so you can have that nice texture and everything is completely blend out. Once that is done, as you can see there, so once that is done, I'm just going to put that on my meat. I'm going to rub it in, make sure the oxtail is almost entirely covered, everything is blended, and cover that up and put that in the fridge. If you're curious about this little blender that you see me with blending my seasoning for my oxtail, it is on my Amazon storefront and it is in the description. I will leave you a link so you can purchase it if you're interested. It is affordable and it is so handy in times like this that you need to marinate your meat overnight, but you have little time to be chopping up seasoning. It took me a while to get one, but I'm so happy that I did. So check that out on my Amazon storefront. So now we're on the next day. I'm going to take my oxtail out and I'm going to fry that just on both sides until it's brown, or just have that texture because I don't want the meat to fall apart once it's in the pressure cooker, and I don't want to pressure it entirely. If you don't fry your meat before pressuring it, it more than likely will be too soft and the texture will just you won't have that complete. If you like your meat to just fall apart right away, then you can do that, but I like that, you know, that texture outside that you have to get into it, and once you get into it, then it just fall apart. That's why I fry my meat, and to give it that nice brown color once it is done. Once we're done removing our meat from the frying pot and put it in a pressure cooker, we're going to add some water to the container that the seasoning was in, and we're going to add that to our pressure cooker. Leave it to pressure for 30 to 35 minutes. I'm not going to wait on the pressure cooker to cool down, so I'm going to run some cold water over it and then remove my meat to my meat pot. Once I'm done removing my meat to the meat pot, I'm going to add the desired water that I want my meat to have from the pressure cooker. Then allow that to come to a complete boil for at least 5 to 8 minutes. Then we will be adding our seasoning. Now that your oxtail is at a complete boil, you're going to add some scallion, carrots, sweet pepper, a piece of pepper, and some thyme. And then you're going to allow that to simmer for another few minutes. Then add your onions. If you know me, you know I season my meat twice, not once, twice. When I'm seasoning it to marinate and when it's almost done. When you're seasoning, when it's almost done, you're going to just reignite all that flavor that it had before to just give it that nice finishing taste. I'm adding some onions now, and I'm going to cover my pot to allow that to simmer a little bit and then add my beans. And if you're not already a subscriber, please feel free to do so. It is free. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know if you love oxtail as much as I do. Being that we just add our beans, you're going to allow that to simmer and to absorb all the flavor that is already in the oxtail. And you can leave that for 3 minutes or more if you want on low heat. And you can serve this with rice and peas, whatever you feel like. There's no real, you can do whatever you want with this. I paired it with shrimp, rice and peas, and some salad, some avocado, and it was so good. As you see, the oxtail keep its shape, but it was extremely soft. Look at that, falling apart. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.